This is Jumpman, a game made by Mint301. Wait, that's me. Yes, this is my game. So, little history type thing. I started making the game 2006, and I had a version complete for a long time after that, and I went back to making the game this year, and I have added easy, hard, very hard, and pretty much every other thing in this game except for that button there. That was basically the whole game before, and I've added all the stuff around it, including this menu. So let's get started. I'm going to start on easy. We can progressively get harder. Now you can find this game in the description of any of the videos of this Let's Play. So you can turn on and off the music there. Don't think this will be recording the music, so I'll have to edit in the music. You can click this to skip a level, and this, it removes and makes text appear, and I'll keep it off because I can explain everything. This saves. Do I want to save? Yep. Save progressed. So now if I want to load it up, I can load it, and this takes you back to the main menu, like that. And I'll just load it up and continue. So first, you need to learn how to move. So you can press either left or right. But I've also made it so you can use A and D to move, and this is why. Because in the next level you get introduced to making walls. Now you can see following the cursor, don't know if you can see the cursor, is a black floor. Now to place a floor you just right click and a wall gets placed, so you can go on it. Now the reason why I made it so you can move left and right with lots of buttons is so you can use the cursor with either your left or right hand, depending on which one you want to use. And this, it's better just getting you used to the clicking controls. And yes, you can drag it. So let's go to the next level. Now this, it basically, the orange blocks, if the cursor touches it, you can't place a wall anymore, or a floor. And the green walls, you touch it, and you can jump after that. And that is the only relevance to why it's called Jumpman. I know it's a terrible name, whatever. Now these yellow things are only there to force you to jump, because otherwise you could just walk straight across there and place a very flat wall going across there. So they have to be there to basically force you to learn about the jumping feature. And this is the first puzzle in the game. People get stuck on this surprisingly a lot. And you can see that the background has changed and there's a bit more graphics. You can see the splashing of the rain, and each block of wall has a different chance of making a splash. And the rain is just a background picture. Then you have to overlay a different background for the inside of the room, and them things on the wall, they are made randomly as well. So I'll just press L to kill myself so you can see a few of them. So you can see they're changing every time I die. It's all random. And you can click normally to make that appear, and that can kill the enemies, as you just saw me do. I'll do it again, like that. And also, if you place a wall you don't want there, oh no, I placed a wall I can't get past, you can also click on the wall and destroy it. And as you can see, there's a effect there of the wall being destroyed, which, that's the newest thing I've added to the game. And now this is just basically this is practicing everything you've learned so far. This introduces the gold wall. It's a wall, it follows the cursor, and when you touch it, it makes you jump. So it's an alternative to hitting the green block and getting the ability to jump rather than doing that. In this level, it teaches you that you can hold either S or down to switch the wall to the yellow block, and you've got to utilize that ability, otherwise you can't do the level. and a lot of the time levels get very similar and it just a slight edit to the level. Also, if that wall hits there, the end level hits the spikes, it restarts the level. And you can see this is more of a forest theme. The last one was like a castle, maybe? Or... yeah, I think it's castle-ish. This is like a forest theme, because games often have a forest thing towards the start of the game. See, that hit the spikes, so it restarts the level. And also the vines hanging from the roof, they change depending, well, they're randomly generated. There's a few different pitches that each block can be, and it just picks a random one each time you die. Now this level teaches you that you can right-click and place a wall, and when the spikes touch it, the spikes get destroyed. But that only applies to certain spikes. And on this level I've made it a bit different, so the vines hang from below the level rather than the corners of the level itself. This is the next graphical switch. This is like a cave or underground type thing, and I've made it so there's a light that's following you. And also you saw that level started off with walls already placed. This is the first level of this difficulty where you're forced to make a wall to destroy the spikes. Now in this level, there isn't a light going around you, instead I've put this in the center. And that is because, well, you don't have to, but it's very beneficial. And in other modes you do have to, so I'm trying to make it consistent with all the difficulties. Make a wall here so you don't hit the spikes on the roof. But for this particular level you don't have to, because this is the fly ability. Also, I missed something out. That purple wall, you touch it and you can't place any floors anymore. Like that. And you can see that randomly there are points hanging down from the roofs. You might not be able to see it because it's very clear. This is just the very top part of the normal wall. This is the fly ability, so I can fly now, which is why I'm very high. This level introduces the bouncing floor. It forces you to bounce. Now, people always come to this level and they always say, isn't this the same level as before? But no, there's a slight difference. Now there's no flying wall. So you've got to place all your walls before you hit the purple one. You need to place some along the bottom there. You don't have to do this part, but it makes it easier. If you block off the spikes on the roof, what I find works well is if you place a diagonal staircase type thing there. And this is the next graphical switch. It's red. You can see all the floors are staying the same type, they're just switching colour. And the spy there, it doesn't hurt you, it's just graphics. Now, every difficulty has 5 secrets, which is what these 5 numbers in the corners represent. Now on the main menu, easy was up here, normal was there, hard was here, and very hard was down here. So these lot represent the secrets in easy mode, and these are the normal, hard, very hard. And they're all red because I haven't got one yet. Also, I've got the dig wall, that lets you dig through this type of wall, and also lets you jump. But if you come over here, this pointless looking area, ta-da! You found Secret 1 in easy mode. And you can see that this button's now switched to blue. And you do get well rewarded if you do complete everything in the game. Now today you gotta jump on top of that wall, like that.